What's up, guys? Keyshawn Uchi here, back at you with another part to a what if. This will be part 2 of what if Naruto had the power of snitch and finesse. Now, of course, this will be 18 plus, and this is due to y'all guys getting up to 20 likes. Now, the next like goal will be up to 30 likes, okay? If y'all want a part 3. But this will be pretty much part 2. Now, I'm not leaving no recaps. If you want to know what happened in part 1, just watch part 1. But this will be part 2, and let's continue. Now, this is where we start off with the next day, and where Naruto's heading to the Ninja Academy, and he's pretty much taking his seat. Now, this is where, as he comes in, all the girls look at him because, like I said, he's the damn old perfect and beautiful person that no one ever sees. Hell, they call him the god, the god of beauty, you could say. Now, this is where Naruto takes a seat, and all the girls, of course, giggling, talking about him stuff. And he sits, of course, next to Sasuke, and pretty much they, have they look, but they pretty much don't say anything. This is where Ruka comes in, and he starts saying out the teams. Now, this is where all the teams will be the same, and it will pretty much be all the way down to Team 7, such as the same as well. There won't be no changes or anything. It'll just, everything will be the same as canon. Now, this is where Sakura is pretty much excited and pretty much happy because she has two beautiful people on her team, Sasuke and Naruto, which she has a crush for both of them. But a little bit more big crush on Naruto because, like I said, he's goddamn too hot. Now, this is where all the senseis come pick up the teams except for Team 7 and their sensei. Now, this is where Sasuke is waiting, and Sakura is pretty much trying to talk to Sasuke, but Sasuke is not giving her attention. Now, this is where pretty much she's talking to Sasuke, and Sasuke is talking to her back because in this one, into the timeline, this is where the Uchiha never got massacred, and they never got separated. So Danzo never got away with his plan to getting those Sharingan eyes. So yeah, Sasuke is a little bit more different, not emo and shit, and pretty much, in his normal self, you could say. Original happy normal self, but do strive to try to be his brother, or stronger than his brother. But I digress. Let's go back to the story. Pretty much, this is where Sasuke is talking to Sakura a little bit, having a conversation. But this is where Naruto can sense where's Kakashi, sense that Kakashi is pretty much just waiting there, and this is where Naruto will pretty much use one of his magic, and he pretty much creates a little gremlin thing, a little fire gremlin thing. It says, "Go get him for me and bring him here." Which the little gremlin, pretty much makes a noise and pretty much disappear. Which Sasuke and Sakura says, "Whoa, what was that? Is that a jutsu or something?" Which Naruto looks at them and says, no, this is not a jutsu. This is magic." Which they're amazed and says, "What is magic?" Which this is Naruto's talking to him and says, and explains that the form mimics magic and stuff, and what you can do with it, and all that. Which this is where Sakura asks, can he teach them to him? Which Naruto says, "Yeah, I can teach y'all, but it's gonna cost y'all." Which they're asking how much does it cost, as Naruto's about to say something, this is where Kakashi gets pretty much sent flying in the classroom for being a little bit late. This is where Naruto says, "Oh, look like time's up. There's our sensei." Which this is Obito, of course. Now this is where Obito is pretty much saying, "What the?" And he's pretty much trying to look away, trying to find, like, he pulls out his kunai trying to find where's the thing that was chasing after him, and pretty much giving him the mitts, which he can't find it. Which Naruto pretty much says, so you must be our sensei." Which Obito will look at his team and pretty much smiles and says, "Okay, let's get to meet each other. Let's meet up top." Which This is where Obito will do the poof thing and tell go up there. And this is where Naruto, of course, will use his teleportation, well, magic teleportation, and teleport up there, which everybody else take, which Sasuke and Sakura will take the stairs. Now this is where they all meet up with Obito, and Obito will say, "All right, I'll start first with introducing myself. My name is Obito," and he pretty much will not be different as Kakashi, and pretty much express himself and says he's a Uchiha and all that. This is where everything will be the same except for Sasuke. Sasuke goal will want to be stronger, want to have power and be stronger, so he can get his father recognition and be stronger than his brother, and get his brother recognition too. Now Sakura is the same, of course, yada yada, and wants to be that perfect Kyoshi for that certain someone, which she will look at Sasuke and Naruto, which Naruto will first give her a grin and a wink, which she starts blushing, and Sasuke, well, Sasuke is Sasuke, he's whatever. Now this is where Obito goes to um Naruto and pretty much asks what is his goals and dream, and Naruto pretty much looks at them and he gives them a serious look. Says, "My goal, my goal is very certain. It's world domination." Which they both look, all of them look at Shot, and Naruto just pretty much laugh and chuckle and says, "Nah, I'm joking. It's nothing too big. Maybe I might want to go for Hokage, or hell, who knows? Maybe I want to go around the world and see new things. I don't know." Which he really doesn't have a life goal for himself. Because like I said, he has a lot of power and stuff, and he's OP from the start. So he really don't know what he wants for himself. He really just whatever. Which that's pretty much it of that. This is where Obito pretty much says to meet him tomorrow at the bell test, and don't and make sure to eat. Obito will be different from Kakashi and say make sure to eat, but don't eat too much because you might get puke because of the hard training we're about to do. I mean, because of the test tomorrow. Which he pretty much disappeared, and everybody started going their separate ways. This is where Sasuke is going, and which Sakura is asking where Sasuke going, which Sasuke says he's going to go train to get ready for the belt test, and he pretty much goes. This is where Naruto's walking away, and Sakura asks Naruto where's he going, which Naruto says he was about to go out to eat some Ichiramen ramen, which he asks Sakura, "Would you like to go with him? Would she like to go with him to go eat?" Which she pretty much agrees, and they go eat. Now we start from the next day. Next day, this is where pretty much they all waiting there, and Obito will be showing up, and he will not be late like last time. He will pretty much be showing himself, and they pretty much will be going to the field. Now this is where Obito will talk about the bell test and explains what they need to do. Explains what they need to do, and they need to get the two bells to pass. Which this is where Naruto noticed that it's only two bells. It says there's only two bells. Well, no, this is where Sakura knows there's two bells and said there's only two bells. Which this is where pretty much this is where pretty much saw Obito would say, well, one of y'all will get eliminated and get sent back to the academy. Which this is where Sasuke and Sakura are shocked, but Naruto knows this is just a trick, and this is about using teamwork. Now this is where Obito says the mark. It says 3, 2, 1, go, and this is where everybody will separate. Now, this is where Naruto will go and find Sasuke first and tells Sasuke the plan, telling him it's about teamwork, and none of them are gonna fail. They just need to use teamwork to pass. Which this is where Sasuke will believe him and ask what's the plan. Now, this is where Naruto will be telling Sasuke the plan while he has his other clone and pretty much go trying to find Sakura. Now, this is where, as he's trying to find Sakura, he pretty much finds her and explains to her the plan, and pretty much says it's about using teamwork. Now, as that's happening, this is where Obito will just pretty much be relaxing and opening up a book and reading. And as he's pretty much opening up a book and reading, this is where Naruto will create a shadow clone and send out his shadow clone. Now, this is where Obito will look closed the book and says, "Oh, so you're just gonna be doing it by yourself?" Which this is where Naruto says, "Damn right I am." And he pretty much create two magic fireballs and throw it at Obito, which Obito will start dodging the fireballs and say, "So you what type of jutsu is that?" Which Obito sees Naruto just creating fire and throwing out his hand without doing hand jutsus, which he thinks is like some unknown jutsu Naruto learned, but no, it's magic. This is where Naruto will also shoot magic ice spears at Minato, and Minato will be dodging him and shooting his fire, creating a jutsu and shooting a fireball at Naruto, which Naruto will get hit by it and fall to the ground. Which Obito says, "Huh, this can't be that easy." Which Naruto clone would disappear in pace. Now this is where pretty much two more clones of Naruto will come out and start charging at Obito, which Obito will easily dodge and dispatch them. Now this is where Sakura will come in and starts doing her attack, which this is where Obito will use his Sharingan and put Sakura into Genjutsu. But that was just a clone of Sakura, which Minato will be shocked and says, "Another clone?" And pretty much this is where Sakura will come from the ground and pretty much grab Minato by the legs and hold him still. Now this is where Sasuke would jump up from the trees and come from the sky and shoot the massive fireball at Obito, which Obito would just barely have the strength. I mean, have barely have the chance to dodge out the way, but still getting a little bit scratches and bruises from the fireball, the massive fireball. Now, as he's dodging, Obito has his three Tomoe Sharingan activated, and he's pretty much looking around trying to scan the whole view. This is where Naruto will create more shadow clones and send them out, and they just start attacking, which Obito says this again, and he will pretty much jump from the sky and shoot two master fireballs at the clones. But this is where his clones will create a magic shield barrier and pretty much nullify it, which they don't take damage from it and start charging at Obito. Now this is where Obito will be shocked that none of them got dispersed, and this is where the real Naruto will come in and create magic electric lightning, and shoot it from his tip, and pretty much shocking Obito. Now this is where Obito will fall down, and Naruto clones will pretty much come in and jump on him, pretty much becoming bombs and blowing up. Now as they blow up, Obito gets sent flying again and gets sent flying to a tree and crash into it. Now this is where Obito is about to get up and continue fighting until he realizes that the bells are gone. Now this is where Naruto and Sasuke will have the bells. Well, and this is where Naruto will pretty much grab Sakura's hand and hold the belt together and saying, "We passed." Which this is where Obito will smile and says, "Yeah, indeed, y'all passed." Which Obito will be impressed and says that their teamwork is good. Now, this is where they pretty much pass, and they pretty much start doing missions the next day. Now, as they're doing missions and stuff, this is where Naruto realizes they're doing the same missions. Well, this is where Naruto already knows that they're doing low rank missions and stuff, and he pretty much don't participate in half of the missions. He just pretty much just he pretty much creates a cloud, and he pretty much sits on it. And as they're doing missions, he's pretty much realizing it's the same mission with the cat, and he pretty much just grabs the cat and brings it to the lady, and just so forth. But this is where Naruto is pretty much bored, and Sasuke has pretty much had enough of it, and pretty much they go to Hiruzen's office. And it depends. Yeah, uh, Hiruzen's office, and pretty much asks for a higher mission, a higher rank mission, because these missions are pretty much not getting them nowhere. Now this is where pretty much Naruto don't say anything, but he pretty much says something and say, "Hey, old man, it's quite true. My team members and I is not going to evolve or progress or get any stronger if we constantly do these low ranking missions." Which Obito will step in and says he also agrees that they pretty much need to have a much higher mission. to pretty much get stronger. Now, this is where Hiruzen looks at them and says, "Are y'all sure y'all can handle it?" Which this is where Naruto looks at Hiruzen and says, "Yes, we're sure." Now, this is where pretty much Hiruzen would give Naruto and them a C mission. No, a B mission. Yeah, a B mission. No, yeah, a C mission, and it's pretty much to escort Tazuna, the bridge builder. Now, this is where Tazuna comes in, and he's pretty much all drunk and stuff, and he's pretty much saying, "These guys are going to protect me." Which this is where Naruto looks at him, and pretty much Salinas says, "So we're going to protect this guy. I like this guy." Which this is where Naruto say, "Okay, we take the mission." Which as Tazuna is trying to say something else again, Naruto pretty much grabs him and says, "Listen, we're going to take the mission and we're going to protect you." Which Tazuna feels the strength of Naruto, and Naruto's strength is quite ridiculously strong. And well, no, yeah, Naruto's strength. Well, Naruto not strength, but presence is very strong, and it pretty much tells Tazuna. So Tazuna shuts up, and they pretty much get ready. Now, as they're heading out, they're pretty much going and stuff, and pretty much Naruto realized there's a puddle on the ground, and he realized that it hasn't rained for damn well months now. And he pretty much looks at the puddle, and he says, "Hmm." And he pretty much goes to Naruto, and I mean not Naruto, Sasuke, and whispers to Sasuke and tells him that something's up. Which Sasuke nods and agrees, and they pretty much go Sakura and pretty much informs her about it too and tells her to protect Tazuna. Now, as they keep going, this is where Naruto pretty much create electric, and he pretty much creates a big lightning strike, and it strikes straight down to the puddle, pretty much electrifying it. As it electrifies it, the demon brothers pretty much jumps out the water. Well, comes out the water, and they're pretty much down on the ground electrified. Now, as they down on the ground electrified, this is where Naruto pretty much makes an ice prison and traps them in it, and pretty much asks why was they there and why are they trying to aim for the bridge builder. Naruto's asking questions. Now, this is where Naruto is pretty much no, this is where the Demon Twin Brothers is pretty much spilling the, not saying anything, and this is where Naruto says, "Okay, I got you." And this is where he summons one of Sinet's minions, and this minion is pretty much um, a, a unique demon that has the ability to pretty much seduce people, but also makes them like spread out secrets and stuff. Like they pretty much a good interrogate. Now this is where the demon comes out, and this is where the demon pretty much gets the information out of them, and they pretty much spill the beans saying that we was hired by this guy to pretty much kill Taza from completing the bridge and stuff. Now this is where Naruto will look at Taza and says, "So Taza, do you have anything to tell us?" Which Taza, before they even go, Taza spilled the beans and tell them that it's actually a higher ranked mission. He didn't have the funds, and although Obito and them is disappointed, Naruto says, "Let's continue the mission. This is some good training for everybody to get stronger. Well, for his team to get stronger." And they continue to go. Now, as they're going, they pretty much head to the forest and they see a frog around. Now, this is where Naruto says child's play, and he pretty much snaps his finger, getting rid of the froggy clouds everywhere, and it's all clear. Now, this is where Zabuza will come in and says, "Huh, that's some neat trick you got there, kid." Which Naruto looks at him and smiles and says, "Yeah, I do have tons of tricks and stuff, but I do know you also have a partner around here, hiding." Which this is where Zabuza says, "What?" Before he can even realize, Naruto teleports right in front of him and punches him in the gut with electricness and sending Zabuza flying. Now this is where Haku will come out and try to help, which Sasuke will intervene and shoot a fireball at Haku, making him fall back. Now this is where Naruto will tell Sakura to protect to protect uh Tazuma, and while Naruto fight with Zabuza, while Sasuke will also fight with Haku. Now this is where Obito will also come in and help out Naruto out. Now this is where it will be a different fight, where Zabuza will be fighting two people at once. Now this is where Zabuza will try to do his technique and try to trap Obito in a water prison or Naruto, which it doesn't work at all. And this is where Zabuza knows that he has to retreat. Now this is where he tells Haku to retreat, and they pretty much start running. Now this is where Zabuza say he will be back and get ready, which Naruto says, "Okay, I'll be ready," and they pretty much go. Now this is where Naruto will pretty much tells tells them that it's all safe, and they start going to Tazuna's house. Now this is where this is where they will head to Tazuna's house, and they will start their training. Now the same training will be in the same thing will be in canon, but it will be more different since Obito never got hurt or trapped in a water prison. He will be fully prepared to teach them more techniques, more training techniques and chakra control and everything. Now, this is where he will be helping Sasuke and Sakura start doing the wall climbing and stuff and all that, which this is where Obito asks Naruto, does he know how to do it too? Which Naruto already said he didn't know how to do it. He's just gonna go out and rest. Now, this is where Naruto is going to the forest, just go to relax and stuff, and just do whatever. This is where Haku will also be there as well. Now, this is where Naruto will meet up with Haku, and they pretty much will start the same thing as canon, which Haku will ask who did he fight to protect and stuff, in which Naruto looks at Haku and says I fight to protect no one, basically. Which Haku says, huh, I see. That's unfortunate. Which Naruto says, it's not really unfortunate because no one really gave me the chance to fight to protect them. And they will have a different conversation. But this is where Naruto will grab Haku's hand, which Haku will look at Naruto, and Naruto will pretty much says and give Haku a fair warning and a chance. He pretty much tells Haku, I know that you're the one in the mask, and I know you're working with him. And I give y'all this chance right now. Walk away from this. And if y'all don't, y'all will die. Which this is where Naruto will also tell Haku to tell Tazuna what he just said. And Haku will pretty much look at him with a serious face and walk away. Now, we skip on and we go to the bridge battle arc. Now, this is where Zabuza and Haku is there. And Naruto pretty much looks at them and says, I gave y'all a fair chance. Now y'all gonna get it. Which this is where the fight happens again. Now this is where Sasuke will have the fight with Haku, and Obito will have the fight with Zabuza, and Naruto will pretty much go help out Sasuke. Now this is where the same thing will happen in canon, except the only difference is that Haku is trying to do her mirror technique on them and trying to end the battle and stuff, but it's not working because Naruto has magic and he is just creating magic barriers to just to take no damage or hurt him or Sasuke. This is where Naruto will pretty much create these little baby fireballs, these little fire. And Haku is pretty much saying, what are these things gonna do to my mirrors? Which Naruto says, oh, you will see. Now this is where the little fireballs are just multiplying to multiple times. Now this is where the little fireballs touch the mirror, and it creates an instant massive explosion, like a gnarly explosion. Now this explosion is so big that it breaks all the mirrors at once and sends Haku flying away, all the way to the water, crashing into the water. Now this is where pretty much Haku will crash into the water and pretty much pass out. And pretty much Obito is still having a fight with Zabuza, and pretty much upper hand Zabuza and defeats him. Not killing him, but just defeats him. Now, this is where the big boss guy comes in and pretty much says, I knew I should not hire y'all too. Y'all couldn't even take care of some damn kids. Brats. God damn it. Now, this is where he has his henchmen, and he's pretty much telling his henchmen to go kill everybody. But before that happened, this is where Naruto says, just die. I'm tired already. And he snaps his finger, and pretty much everybody combusts. Just blowing up. And the only guy is like the boss guy. Now he's pretty much terrifying and shaking and saying, what happened? Which this is when Naruto is pretty much right in front of him and saying, this happens. And pretty much grabs his face. Now this is where he's pretty much taking all his life force and his soul and pretty much leaves his hollow husk body and throws it by the side. Now this is where Naruto says, well, this mission is complete. Let's go home. And Naruto starts walking away, which his team is dumbstruck with awe. Now after that, the bridge pretty much be named the Great Naruto Bridge, and they pretty much head back. And head back to the Leaf Village, and the mission is pretty much a success. Now after that, this is where a couple days pass, and Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura is pretty much training, which Naruto agreed to teach them some magic. But first he had to give them some magic power, which this is where he pretty much like touched both their backs and grant them like mana. I'd say mana. Let's just say mana to make it easier. Not psychic power, but mana. And pretty much this is where they start to learn how to use some magic and stuff. Now as that happens, this is where Obito will appear and pretty much ask them, the tuning exams is coming up, and will ask would they like to do the tuning exams, which they all looked at each other and they agreed. Which Obito smiles and says, okay. Now, I'm sorry this video is short, but I got a lot of things important to do. We're going to leave it off as that. But this is pretty much part 2 of what if Naruto had the power of Salinas and Snitch from Warhammer. If you like, let's get this up to 30 likes and I will do a part 3. But I'm Keyshawn Chia. Thanks for watching and peace out.
It looks like you lost another one.